Underneath the root end, about 3/4 of the way, you're going to peel it and then pull it towards you, okay, and get it out of there. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other end. You're going to come through, cut through, grab it, and then peel down, okay? Once you get through both sides, then you can complete your cut here and just peel the outer end off. Come down this way, and the whole thing comes off.
Do you have to use a knife, or can you just like pull it
You
off?
can use your hands. It's just whatever you're more comfortable with. But that's all it is. Okay? And now you have a whole onion. If you cut it in half, you're missing the opportunity to make the rings, right? You've now limited yourself to either slicing it or dicing it. But now you can do the whole, you can put it on a slicer and do rings with it. You have more opportunities. So when we have interns at the hotel, just one of the first jobs they do is peel onions. One is because we like to see them cry, and two is we don't want to do it. So we let them do it. And then you'll notice when you're looking at it, you'll notice there's a root end and then a non-root end. So you're going to identify where the root end is. You'll see what it looks like. It's kind of solid like that versus that. Okay. You're going to put the root end up, and now you're going to cut right through it. You good? Good. You're going to cut straight down. Remember, when you're cutting, you're going to go down and forward at the same time. That's the cut. It's not a guillotine cut, right? You go down and forward, and now we've cut it in half. And here you can really see the root end right there. I'll pause for your vlogs if you want. Okay, so now when you're dicing, again, what I was taught when I was coming up was you would cut this way, across, then you turn it this way, and you cut this way coming up like that, and then you cut down like that. So 3 separate cuts, and by the time you were done, it was like holding an unwieldy porcupine. It was like all these little pieces, and you had to try and hold it together as you were cutting. It was a nightmare. But if you look at this, what do you notice? What shape is that? An arc, right? You can see that. Well, when you think about it, and we ask questions, the only reason we were cutting this way was because of this first cut, right? You can see how big that would be, so you'd have to cut it up like that. But if you cut always towards the center, if my blade is always focused towards the center, I can eliminate that entire cut. So that saves time. And it also saves the shape from getting too unwieldy. So here's what it looks like. So I'm going to aim my blade always towards the center here. As I get up to the top, I'll be up and down, and then I'm going to work over that way. You start with the root end away from you, and your blade halfway in or so, and you're just going to draw the blade back so the tip doesn't go all the way through. Okay? See that? It's still together by that back root end. And you're just going to work your way up the onion, same space all the way across. Now I'm going back the other way. And that's it. Okay, once you're there, then you turn it 90 degrees. And here's a little tip for you, is you can use this edge, these edges, as a peripheral guide as you're cutting. So if your knife is parallel, you're good. If it's off, you'll know it. You can recenter it. Okay? So from here, I'm just going to move forward with the blade, cutting, and then you're going to get your dice. Once you get towards the end here, I usually pull this side out. Sometimes this one needs cutting, sometimes it doesn't. So it looks like it needs a couple. So there's your dice. And then this last part, you just work down a couple pieces this way, move it over. Here, cut down the middle, turn it, work across, turn it around. I am so cheap, I'm using all of this. Oh yeah, I am using all. That's the only thing you have left. Okay, that's the root. So that's how you dice an onion. Okay, and you have small dice, medium dice, large dice. In your book, they'll tell you they're 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, or 3/4 inch, respectively, small, medium, large, cube. Okay? So this is the size I want you to do. roughly medium dice. You're going to generate one full onion like that, one rib of celery, and one carrot. Okay?